Day 2 in Bright. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going from Bright to Mount Beauty and potentially back, and we'll see what comes. Day 2, the ride's about to begin in 64 metres. Expert, apparently. Yesterday was advanced. I did my version of the poor puncture loop, which was poor puncture. Like, I stuffed it up. I just was being bounced around too much to really take in the directions that I should have, or in the way that I should have. So I did a bastardized version of that loop, and now I'm going to apparently do the expert ones. Linking two of the high country's most renowned cycling towns, this point-to-point route offers expert riders a remote journey through spectacular bushland experience, complicated fire tracks featuring occasional loose surfaces, challenging climbs and descents, creek crossings and breathtaking mountain views. Terrific. I'm about 200 metres into the 40-kilometre ride, and I'm compelled to stop already to take in the scenery. It's okay, getting the show on the road, just out to the commencement of the suggested ride, Bright to Mount Beauty. Another roadside distraction. He halts his narrative in favour of beginning a new one on account of the observations that he made while he was talking to the camera about his hopes and aspirations for the day. Let's do this together. You'll notice that I did dismount. Righto, I would label that bloody beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I love a fresh mountain stream, and so that's my arrangement for the day. Yesterday, it was a 4 and a bit hour getting to know you session. And today, it's a continuation of that theme. It's a wide open bike path. It's a wide open bike path. Yesterday, plenty of errors, and I blame enthusiasm because I'd spent Sunday in the car, Monday morning, fuffing around like you do when you go on a cycling holiday, where you're learning about the things that you left at home or in the office. or lost. And then I was like, I just want to start, and you know, the route will take care of itself. It sort of did, but I also ensured that I got lost in typical Rob Arnold style. But this morning, pragmatism, zen. Just wait, pause, have your coffee, get it organised. So that's my policy. I'm crossing my fingers and we'll see what happens. I'm currently on a bike path beside the Great Alpine Road. Okay, you're getting all of that? So Mount Beauty, 28 kilometres away. Good morning. All good? Rail trailers. And go through this tree. Do you see that? Get me in the face. Eyewear. Sporting eyewear. I think if you ride around Australia, or if you ride around the world long enough, you're going to see some funny signs. And that sign, I mean, it's giving you the obvious warning. Watch out for some native animals and some introduced species. Idiots who bought a deer over here. And then it says high risk for 18 kilometres. And then on the 19th kilometre, here's a tip: motorists, cyclists, take care, ride to survive. I reckon they do signs a shitload better in Victoria than they do in my town, my state, New South Wales. New South Wales road signs are stupid. Well, certainly, yeah, no, they are. They're dreadful. So, yeah, but I found in my recent experiences in Victoria that if you follow the signs, you kind of get where you want to go. To be frank, this is the kind of gravel that I like, because yesterday the big stones on the way down were just a bit too much. So this is a bit more like what the brochure promised. And although there's sporadic puddles in the potholes along this quite smooth gravel here, case in point, it's not like I'm going to get that muddy aesthetic quite yet. From what I've read, one paragraph, I can expect a creek crossing, so that'll add a little bit of texture, a little bit of mud, a little bit of splash to what's been an otherwise quite mild and enjoyable ride. Okay, you got that? When it becomes a track, the gravel turns to stones, rocks, rough. Okay? And now as you might be able to hear, I'm entering cicada territory. So, oh, here we go. Da 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 da. It's come a little bit earlier than I anticipated. But I am not complaining about that because that is beautiful. I'll ride it. Now I'm on a track, Dungy's track. Everywhere is beautiful, so it's difficult to try and document this because it basically require running out every battery. That stretch there got a little bit funky. I mean, the road surface is, well, it's gravel and it's thick, it's big rocks, and it's and there are patches where the back wheel was just couldn't get a grip because it was a bit over 15% gradient. So that's probably one of the justifications for the double diamond, like the expert rating. In my appraisal, I don't think the road surface was nearly as bad as what I experienced yesterday. Beautiful parrots, but they're so quick I can't identify them, but they're super colourful and they're different. Yesterday, when I was suffering in my delirious and lost state, I was lamenting that I wasn't on the road bike. But on this surface, and with this view, and, I confess, this gravel thing has got many advantages. Small tip, obvious tip, don't get lost. What's cool is I have no idea what's around the next corner. I don't know if it's going to go up or down or get rough. I have no idea, but now I know. So up, gradually, except for that pinch a bit ago where I was saying that it got up to about 15%, I don't think it's been a very steep gradient. It's just been constant. I kind of get the feeling that this could be around about the high point. So I'll put on a chest strap camera mount and film portions of the downhill. Okay, how's that sound? Okay, so that's my arrangement. Oh, fun. Holy moly. Bugger. So I was just having a little bit of fun on the first bit of downhill and I hit a sharp rock. I don't have tyre liners, it's a review bike, and anyway, so I banged a tube in and now I'm going to limp on down the hill without the ideal setup, but there you go. I hope this camera's caught the right angle and just showing, you know, just more or less just the need to dodge the big sharp stones and otherwise, you know, just bang on down like you would on your mountain bike. But yeah, I reminded myself yesterday some of the obvious points about riding on a rougher road, and that is, you know, don't, unless you're braking and you don't have to grip, just sort of you know, just let the handlebar shake around. All you got to do is steer. You don't need to, yeah, you don't need to white knuckle it. Pausing to, you know, take in the road surface in this ever-changing landscape, and just to also appreciate, sure, the serenity, but the very fact that I'm combining like some of the, actually, you know, like a few of my favourite things, you know, like Australian bush, I love it. Cycling, I think I'm making that clear. It's sort of a big part of my life and always has been. And just adventure, and I'm also eliminating some of the things that I detest, like traffic and hustle and bustle, and that anxious stanza of time, which is called the lead up to the festive season. And all combined, even with a puncture and a couple of little, you know, stupid mistakes on my behalf, you know, it's been unreal.